What? You said what? The president did what? Oh man, that's all good, baby. You got rid of the player haters too? Oh man, we need to declare this a national holiday. We gonna call this Players Holiday. Matt Beasley, what's up, man?
Rise and shine, make you
Vaperversary. That marks a historic milestone in the life of any vapor, and today is my 2-year Vaperversary. That's right, April 19th, 2012 marks, 365 consecutive days times 2. That would be 2 years since I have last had a cigarette. Basil Ray from Vape TV here, and I want to take some time and just celebrate with you guys a really big milestone in my life. 2 years cigarette free. So in order to do that, there's a round of thank yous that need to go out. Of course, thank you very much to all my subscribers, everybody we chat with on Twitter, people that hit me up on the forums, people that value my opinion and my knowledge enough to come to me for help, watch my videos, tune into my show every week. Without you guys, this video literally would not be happening. So thank you very much for all the encouragement, all the kind words, and keep bringing your questions to me. I sincerely want to help each and every one of you. Now, that being said, there's one man in particular I'd like to thank, because without him, no one would even know who I am, and that is True Love. You may remember him from his fantastic videos over on VapeTV.com, True Love Stories, or potentially from his very verbose review videos that he used to do. And that's incredibly sarcastic because he never once uttered a word in any of those videos. But he's a man who's always kind of preferred to be behind the scenes, and a guy that I owe a lot of credit to. Really took me under his wing and, really helped me build a lot of the following that I have. Of course, Lou from Vape TV, right in that same boat. A guy who took a chance on me and let me host a show when, by all accounts, I might not have been the best person to host a show at that point, but it's successful. We have a lot of fun every week. There's giveaways, there's prizes, there's always new devices, head-to-head competitions, testing, just playing around, tearing things apart. We have a lot of fun, and I enjoy spending that hour a week with you guys every night, Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, Mark from Mark's Pens is a guy who can't get enough praise in the community. He is one of the most generous, fantastic guys. He makes beautiful handcrafted wooden devices and literally gives them away. Makes wonderful pens. If you're in the market for a really nice pen, head over to markspens.com. I mean, this is a hand-turned wooden pen, and it is absolutely fantastic. He's got mod holders, all sorts of stuff, but the best part about it is just Mark. Fantastic guy. Don to Boom Vape is someone that I owe a lot of what I know to, because in those early days, I stumbled on his guide to the wonderful world of vaping on ECF. It's now over on his site that he runs with Cyberwolf, which is vapingguides.com, and if you ever have a noob or someone who's thinking about vaping, send them over to that site. Link them directly to that document, because it's going to answer just about every question they're going to have if they're thinking about taking the plunge. And another guy that I really value his friendship, I think his site is one of the best sites out there in terms of electronic cigarette news and information, and that's Dr. Vapenstein, a guy who's pretty much dedicated his life to recreating great tobacco vapes, level-headed, just a great guy, cool taste in music, and somebody that I really come to enjoy and appreciate over the last couple of years. Of course, before we even get beyond that, there's someone or some ones that we really need to stop and thank, and that's the crew over at CASA. Those are the guys out there fighting on a daily basis for our rights to go out and be able to purchase electronic cigarettes, buy juice, vape publicly, vape openly, and vape proudly. So we all need to just stop, take a minute out of our day, and just really thank those guys for all the hard work that they put in. Lastly, there's a bunch of vendors that I really want to thank. The guys that, are always looking out for me when I put in purchases, bending over to backwards to take care of me and supplying really great products. In terms of atomizers, it doesn't get any better than the things that Cisco has done, or the things that Isaac from Icon Vape have put out there. Two different approaches to atomizers in general, but by all accounts, if I'm going to order atomizers, I go to iconvape.com or I go to avidvapor.com. I really don't stray much farther than that. Of course, Bruce from Clouds of Vapor is a guy that has bent over backwards to take care of me as I've been prepping big orders and things before I go out of town on business trips. He's overnighted me things per my request. He's done all sorts of excellent stuff. Fantastic service, stands behind what he does. Brad and Anthony from JuicyVapor.com. They brought us some of the craziest flavors. Angry Birds, Smurf Piss, but the most important one, I think, is ectoplasma. So without that, all the other vendors that have now come out with some ectoplasma, ectoplasm, strawberry ecto chill, I mean, any of those variants came from the idea that Anthony and Brad came up with over at Juicy Vapor. Fantastic guys, great sales, super prompt shipping, just, fun to hang out with, fun to be around, great vendors. Of course, right in that same line, you've got Penn and Sandy from Pink Spot Vapors, really up the bar in some of the fruit cocktail kind of flavors. They're super chill people, great fun. If you don't follow Pink Spot on Vapor, if you don't follow Pink Spot Vapors on Twitter, you're missing out. Penn is maybe the funniest tweeter in my entire lineup of tweeterati Twitterers. Funny man. I suggest you go out there and give him the old follow. Donley from wanttovape.com, who in conjunction with Dr. Vapenstein have really pushed the bar on tobacco. There's no other tobacco, e-liquid mixer, vendor, creator, designer, call it what you will, that does it like those two guys, and we've got a lot to thank them for in terms of pushing that bar for tobacco vapes. Don from Backwoods Brew was one of the first vendors that I ever developed any kind of a friendship with. Fantastic guy. We still exchange emails. He's always super busy. He's always under pressure. I've never waited more than 15 minutes for an email response from him, regardless of time of day, day of week. Fantastic guy. Bends over backwards to do what he can for his customers. And of course, a guy who's very close to me, proximity-wise, but a really great vendor as well, is Dave from Vermilion River E-Juice. Very different take on tobaccos. Really likes the sweets, the sweet end of things. Does some really cool flavorings. Mixes, gets his own flavorings designed, shipped to him. Fun, great guy. Very relaxed, very laid back. Comes to all our Minnesota vape meets. It's always got the newest stuff for us to try first. And just a great guy to be around. James from Kalamazoo Vapor Shop is the last one on the list today. Really great guy, especially if you're into drinking and you just want to have a generally good time. He is a big ball of fun, makes some really great, sturdy, well thought out products, and he's a really fun guy to be around. Of course, I don't have time to thank each and every one of you, and I wish I could. Maybe one of these days I will print off a giant list on the old style printer paper with the green and white bars, and we'll thank you all. If I didn't miss you, please don't take any disrespect. You've been equally as important to all my Facebook friends, Twitter followers, show viewers, YouTube subscribers, forum PMers, and those of you who hit up the Basil phone. A sincere, heartwarming thank you from me to you. It's been a wild 2 years, and I look forward to many, many more. Until I see you guys next time, please take care.